What's good, y'all? So, this is one of those videos where I just caught myself in a really good state where I was just flowing, I was just spitting real game to myself, and I was going through a lot of my venting shadow work. For those of you that are new to the topic, shadow work is pretty much just going into your mind, going to your body, going to your spirit, and clearing out all these blockages, clearing out all these heavy emotions, clearing out all these limiting beliefs, eliminating certain words from your vocabulary, all this type of stuff. And this is something that you will do consistently throughout life. It's never just one period of shadow work. It'll be this big period of shadow work, this big period of shadow work, this big period of shadow work, and then a few lessons along the way. But you will always be going through, as you should, be going through shadow work all throughout your journey. Never forget that. No one is above doing the shadow work. I don't care who you are. Okay? I don't care how many namaste friends you drop on me. Like, we all got work to do. If we're here, if we are still in a physical vessel, that means we have something that we're holding on to. But that's another conversation for another story. That's not where I was at. But what made me start recording before we get into it, I was doing shadow work on relationship stuff. That's the biggest motivator for me. My biggest lessons in life have come from some type of association with love and relationships and stuff. Me trying to better myself for a relationship, even though it's kind of ass backwards. I should be bettering myself. We should all be bettering ourselves for the pure sake of bettering ourselves. But I'm getting ahead of myself. What made me start recording, though, was just a simple idea I had, and I've talked about it before, but I like to get the early thoughts out in the beginning because people don't make it too far along in these videos. But you need to be adjusting your settings, right? Just like in video games. If you're playing a shooter, like a shooter game, if you're playing Fortnite, Call of Duty, whatever, and your aim is moving this slow, well, if someone's moving fast, you're never going to be able to catch them because your settings are too low. That is not bringing the success that you were looking for, right? So what do you have to do? Well, dang, wouldn't it be nice if I aimed a little bit faster? There we go. I changed my setting. Now I can keep up with everyone. Oh man, look at this. Wow. Right? And you keep on tweaking your settings until you find a good level of success. Now, don't blame your settings, okay? Sometimes y'all are just trash at the game. Y'all got to admit that. But it's like, speaking of the game, and I guess that's a perfect segue. It's like, for me, I have to tweak the settings when it comes to relationships. Some things I'm not willing to change right now, and I might find that might be the limiting thing itself, or no, that's the thing that sets me apart from everyone. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But you also have to tweak the settings in everything in your life, right? Like, whether it be like how you act in public, your energy levels. Are you more happy and giddy and social, or you say, get me out of here? When you're walking on the sidewalk, are you skip to the loo, my darling, or are you I'm just going from A to B, like a certain mindset I used to have when I was in college. I'm just put my head down, I'm going, right? It's like, so these are the types of questions that you need to ask yourself. Now, I think I went through the therapeutic part already, and I got to the part where I was really starting to hype myself up, But I'm gonna just go ahead and continue that thought. But I'm gonna circle back to some things I did want to talk about. But one of the things that like kept me afloat when it comes to like really just not completely giving up in the relationship aspect of my life was something that my dad always told me. It was like, he always says to me, it's like, yo, you a commodity, boy. You got your own place, you got your own car, you got a good head on your shoulders, you got the education. I mean, I think that's still useless, the education part. But nevertheless, these are all things that people find attractive in today's society. And I have all of them. Cool. Yay. Great. Okay. But then sometimes I notice that my own projections of my own insecurities, me not feeling like exactly where I want to be in life, get projected onto my dating, because like there's always a little thought in the back of my head that says, hey, but you're not ready yet. You're not 100% ready yet. You're not all the way complete. Well, you shouldn't really necessarily bring anyone to your life until you're 100% complete. And that's like that's a similar thought that I had where it's like, I always, like, one of my other limiting beliefs was how I had to, like, for my first time to go to a place, I had to go with somebody. So it makes it a little bit more special. Why? It's your first time going to a place. What was your experience with it? Why do you have to wait for someone else? You're a hermit that doesn't have friends. How does this help you? And it's like, dang, it doesn't. So same with that thought, So that got projected onto my whole entire view of relationships, where I was like, yo, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I don't have everything yet. I'm not in that end game. I'm not at that kingdom that I'm trying to build. And one of the things that I've had to learn is sometimes the woman will come into your life to help move you forward. Every relationship, y'all all need to remember, every man, every woman that you dated is a stepping stone, is preparation for the next relationship, or all of them are preparation for your right person or people, depending on what type of relationship that you're in, right? So that's how I see it. So for me, I had a very strong attachment to those people because I live a very loner life anyway. Raised as an only child, had imaginary friends, talked to toys. Hello. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's just kind of how I am. So whenever someone comes into my life, I don't want them to go. Kind of like with, shout out to Cameron and Kernis. When they came over, it's like when Aunt Beverly come up, children, I'd be like, no, because I didn't want them to go. Then I have to go back to playing video games by myself, 2-player video games by myself. You feel me? Shout out to Cam and Ness. But like, that's just one of the things that really, translated or just like got transposed onto my adult life. Separation anxiety. That's why it's so hard for me to like let go of relationships, but I can't let that be a repeated behavior, which is something that I reflected on my second relationship. When I made that that damn near therapy session video, once again, just to show people that, hey, look, men go through these types of emotions too, and I just wanted to show that to the world, like, hey, this is what it kind of looks like. It's like when I reflected on my reflection. After I posted that video, I was still stuck for a little bit. And I was still talking. I was like, okay, I'm good enough. But nah, this is for me. And I was just talking and talking and talking. But then through me talking, I was like, wait a fucking minute, bro. It's like I'm making the same mistake again. The same thing I'm telling people not to do, I'm still over here doing. I'm chasing a woman. I'm keeping a door open for a woman that has not been giving me the same energy in return. Why am I doing this again? Now, it's like I'm a lover, I'm a romantic, so I'm all about the dramatic ends. I laid everything all out at one last time because I don't have high expectations anymore. And it's like now I'm closing the door. And this is where I'm starting to talk my shit. I'm sorry, and if you watch this video, I'm sorry. You have plenty of time. But it's like it's one of those moments where it's like, yo, I can't make the same mistake anymore. I can't. So I laid everything out. I gave plenty of time. I just left it there. That's it. I'm not going, hey, did you think? Nope. There it is. And you only getting this treatment because I still do love you and I always will love you. But I gotta go. I said, I gotta close that door where I'm letting the air out. I'm letting the Wi-Fi out. The Wi-Fi is flying out the door. Like, I gotta close that door real quick. Sorry, I'll love you. If I see you, I'll show you all the respect and love, but it'll be cool. But right now, I have to completely make that cut. I have to cut that cord from you. And I'm doing that. I already did that, but now it's really time. It's really time. No one is that busy, ladies and gentlemen. No one is that busy. I hit up one of my other friends. I was like, hey, yo, would you be interested in going on a trip? And she was like, yeah, let's go. Like, even with all the situations going, I was like, yo, we doing this. And my friend that doesn't even live in the same state as me says that she be down. But someone that I shared something with can't give me so much as a text back? You see what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, this is where you have to value yourself. And this is where it's like, I'm not trying to like flex on her, flexing on your exes. That's not what I do. I'm not that messy. I'm petty, but I'm not petty in regards to any woman that I've ever loved, or I had like very strong feelings for a friend or romantic. But sometimes you gotta flex your new growth, just in general. I chase nothing in this world anymore. I chase nothing. If I make myself known and you're too busy to send me back a text, to give me a call back, to do whatever, say less. Especially if I don't even know you. Like, if you're a new person that's trying to enter my life and I hit you up, you don't hit me back up within a respectful amount of time, or at least if it took a while, like you had a good reason. Oh, yo, I was in Cambodia. I went without my phone for a month. Oh, well, say less, but like, in these days and age, we all have our phones in our hand. So when people say, oh, I don't text, if you were to text these people, hey, I got $1 billion I'm going to give you if you just give me, oh, hey, how are you doing? People make time for the things that they want. We all have to remember that. A lot of people claim that they're the prize. I'm the prize. I'm the prize. I'm the prize. I truly live it, and I know it. I'm not going to walk up to a woman, I'm the prize woman. Ugh. But no, I know what I am. I know my worth. And of course, I'm always developing, but I know who I am. And there's some things that I am never going to settle for again. There's some things I'm never going to move on again. You know, I'm never going to back down. There's some settings that are going to be welded down. There's going to be a switch that's just welded on or off for the rest of my life. You know, and it is what it is. But that's where I was talking about how I have some things that are just part of my morals. You know, I now know my code. I have all the success flowing into my life from different avenues, from places I expect and from places I didn't even think to even imagine. And of course I have you two to thank for that. You know, so one I'm very cool with and we're damn near best friends, and the other one you want to act stank. That's your problem. And the thing is like I know that my life is about to take off. I know it. One way or another, I know my life is about to take off, whether it be something physical that everyone can see or some spiritual ascension type of stuff. I know something crazy is about to happen, and I have a plethora of information that I can give to my woman, to my queen. But that's the thing. With me knowing my true value and like re-looking at the dating world that I've done in the past year and a half or so, it's like I found that I'm extremely valuable. I am truly in the upper echelon of men, even though I don't have the physical things to quote prove it. It's like, I don't care about that. If you can't look past the physical standing at this very moment, you have no drive. You have no mission. You have no foresight to, like, you don't support my goal and what I'm working towards. If money is still the thing that we need to get to have the easy life in this system, then I'm going to attract that. If we find that no money is available, and we have to live off of the land, okay, I'm already beginning my reconnection with Mother Nature. I will be provided for every single time. Is that a mindset? Is that a world that you want to live in eventually? Once we both grow to that level, then let's get it, you know? But the thing is, I don't find, at least in the women that I have interacted with, I don't find any women that have been on that frequency, you know? No disrespect, and I'm not trying to bring this to that type of conversation, but the modern woman, that is something that some systems need to be messed with. The modern woman doesn't want men to lead. If a man is trying to lead them, no, I can do it myself. I can do this. Ladies, we want to lead. We want to. If we can't lead in our world, let us lead in our kingdom. Let us lead in our homes. Some of you say, well, women want to lead. Women want to lead. Yes, and be those leaders. But lead in your role. You are the woman. You are the queen. You are the nurturer of our children. Black, white, Chinese, whatever. I don't care. This is for everybody. You know, we are the leaders. We are the ones that are supposed to be in front of you. We are supposed to stand in front of you. At least I can only speak for myself and my own understanding and my own code. But it's like I'm supposed to stand in front of you. So if I go down, that's one obstacle in between like this attacker and my children. So I should be the vocal one. I should be in front of you, standing in front of you. You should be able to say whatever it is that you want. But they have to go, if they don't like what you're saying, then they have to go through me first. I need to be in front of you. I need to be the face. But you are the true power. The Lamborghini looks good on the outside. Yo, dang, look at those custom lights. Oh my God, that's me. I look good on the outside. That's what I'm doing. But the Lambo is powerless without the engine. That's you, ladies. And some of this modern female logic that y'all abide in takes you away from being the engine, and y'all want to be the outside and seen. You know, you are supposed to speak with power, but you're supposed to just carry yourself with dignity and grace, and some of y'all ain't doing that because y'all are too busy trying to be men. You're trying to embody men archetypes, and you're wondering why your relationships aren't working. Because it's not, I'm not saying we just want little pregnant wives walking around. Some men want that. But it's one of the things that's like, you know, I feel like it could be flip-flop. It was said in regards to women, but I think it could be used, I don't know the right words right now. I don't have them right here, but it's like, they said like a lot of these women these days, these little girls these days, this girl mentality, They want sponsorship, not partnership. And some of you women are not ready to be partners. Just like, of course, men. Some of the men just don't have the leadership. They don't have the blueprint already made and provided, even if they haven't been building it yet. You don't even have the blueprint, some of you men. So don't get all happy that I'm talking about women, because some of y'all are slacking. But some women just literally are just, not to use like any strong words here, but some of y'all are just utterly disrespectful to men. You want men to respect you, but y'all be acting mad crazy, expecting the most out of someone when you haven't proven yourself. Why do I have to prove myself to you, but you don't have to prove yourself to me? I'm the prize. What makes you the prize? Because I have a whole YouTube channel that explains mine. Some of y'all are just cute. Some of y'all just mastered that nice answer, but some of y'all are all talk and no action. Just like some of you men. Oh, I'll provide for you. I'll give you the world, girl. I'm going to do this and that and all that. Then you get the girl, you get a little bit of ass, you get some sex, whatever. And then all of a sudden, you ain't shit after that. You see what I'm saying? It's like, that's why I address you types of people as boys and girls. I don't care if you got more money than me. I don't care if it's like you don't have my mindset. Some of y'all don't have my discipline. Some of y'all got rich quick. And that's cool. I ain't hating on your grind, But what I'm saying is, we need to get rid of this material. We need to stop looking at specifically the physical. That's one of my checklists. Mind, body, and spirit. Body, of course. Am I attracted to my partner? Sure. Then it's like, okay, do we have intellectual conversation? Sure. Okay. Can we do some spiritual stuff together that average couples, low vibrational couples can't do? That's what I'm going for. And what I've noticed is, when I enter the dating world, when I've gone out on dates, when I've hung out with girls, blah, 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 it's like I can't even break the mold with some of them. When I'm just talking, like, I want to talk about spiritual stuff. I could talk about whatever. Y'all know this about me. Sun's coming up. It feels good. But it's like, y'all know I could talk about whatever it is I want to talk about. I could talk about sports. I could talk about hair. I can even go through the gossip. But then that's where I start to play the game. It's so easy to blame others. It's so easy to criticize other people. Something I always do when I'm talking to women, until I figure out where you're at, is I do the queen goddess test. Naturally and organically throughout the conversation. But I'll start off with talking about, people annoy me. I can't believe people do stuff like this. And a lot of people, okay, yeah. But then I'm like, okay. So you're aware of these types of behaviors and you agree with that. How do you respond when that same type of criticism comes back to you? And like my dad says that, you come on strong. Yes, I do. I want a strong woman, so can she handle this? If a woman I love deep conversations day one. I realize, and you know what, let me just get to that thought real quick. When it comes to getting into the dating world, I'm backwards. Something that I've articulated. When it comes to the honeymoon phase in relationships, sure, it's all nice and y'all just smashing every 10 seconds because y'all are just happy to be in a new relationship. Okay, nice. But I think within the first month or two, those are supposed to be the grimiest months. I think that's when you truly figure it out, so y'all don't waste each other's time. Okay, what do you expect out of a relationship? Okay, well, damn, that don't make no sense to me. How about this and that and this and that? Damn, I didn't think about that. That actually does sound like something I'm really cool with. But how about this? This is a non-negotiable for me. Okay, that's not non-negotiable for me, but that's a really big deal. I don't really think I can do that right now. Can we sit on that one for a week or two? Let me see how I feel about that. But let's also talk about this and that. Okay, now we have some things that we're going to work on. Let's revisit this next weekend. For now, back to the love making and passion, right? It's like, that's what I think it's supposed to be more so of. But people will just try to carry that honeymoon phase as long as possible. But then when the honeymoon phase wears off, all those problems that have been sitting there and being just straight up ignored have been growing up. Those little things that you could have nipped in the bud very quickly, they've grown and the weeds have spread and they're planting their roots. And the longer you wait to expose those, the more dramatic of an outcome is going to be when you finally try to uproot all of them and they're stuck. So it's going to take some real doing to get that whole root system out from y'all's minds, from your collective conscious as two people being in a relationship. That's just how I see it. And I found that, like, with me, it's like in my whole life, I've been a contrarian. If you tell me that there's a specific way I have to do something, I'm going to figure out another way. Even if I have to get bumps and bruises and scratches and look stupid doing it, I'm going to find it. Right? So, like, the same thing can be said in relationships. You know, when men, you know, like on Red Pill YouTube, you got to do this, and you have to make sure you don't text her back right away. And you do. See, I treat people the way I want to be treated. If you don't text me back within 3 days, you're blocked. You're done. Like, sorry, 3 days? You haven't had your phone in your hand for 3 days. We all make time for the things that we want. No. So that's not something that I do. If you text me, I mean, of course, I'll get back to you when I can, maybe the next day at the latest, but I'm going to get back to you within a good time. All of my friends know that. If you call me and I miss your call, if I was busy, if I was doing something, I'll call you back when I'm free. You telling me that you couldn't type a few letters in a box? Come on, dog. It's like, men, y'all need to chill with that. It makes me look desperate, though. It makes me look like I'm too. I mean, damn, don't like text back before she put her phone down. That's a little much, but but you know what I'm saying. There's levels to this game, of course. But either way, find your swag. Do what you do. You know, it's just not the way I get down. You know, they say like, oh man, you're not supposed to reveal yourself and blah 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 blah, so someone can hurt you. You can't hurt me. I've been through all these things. My belief is like I said, the beginning should be the roughest part. So ask me the questions. If I have a woman that comes up to me and asks me the hard questions like that, go for it. What you want to know? Shit, I don't even have a password on my phone. Here you go. There you go. What's up? You know, that's just how I get down. I'm all about honesty and transparency. But the way that I put women into a trap, that's just what I do. You know, because I always come with it. Phone unlocked, I'll leave it around. Hey, babe, I'll go through my phone and send so-and-so a text real quick. I'll let you go through my phone. I literally put you in there. Go through it. Ask me who that girl is, who this girl's name is. Oh, well, that's a work. That's an old friend. That's a friend. That's blah, blah, blah. Her, we talked, blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? It's like, that's how honest I am. I don't feel the need to go through your phone, but if I ever did and you showed me some resistance, isn't it so much easier for me to be like, so what's up? You know, my phone's been open. You've literally been in my phone. You've been watching YouTube on my phone. But when I ask you a question, now I've never gone through this part, but this is just me speaking for other people. You know, it's like both of y'all are unhonest. Both of y'all, like, when it's a game, I can go through so-and-so's phone. I can go, you're being playful with it, but you want to go through their phone. So, go through it. People in a relationship should have no secrets. I do believe that. Like, I do believe there's like a slim piece of the Venn diagram that is for you. And it's for you to do what you love about your life. But when it comes to secrets, why do you have them? You know? I'm all about authenticity. I'm all about transparency. So, like, I don't have secrets. There may be things that never simply came up in conversation. I didn't feel the need to share without you asking. You know what I'm saying? But if you ask me a question personally, I'm going to answer you. My thing is, though, this is something that I do very quickly. You know, some women ask me questions like that. And don't get me wrong, I love it. But I'd be like, hey, I'm not trying to insult you, but, like, don't ask questions you ain't ready for. You know, and they'd be like, okay. And that's just my warning, because I know you're either not going to like the answer or it's going to be something that you just quite literally ain't ready for. Like, so what is it that you expect out of are you sure you want to know all, like, with me actually have that conversation with someone that's trying to enter my life like that? You sure you want to know? Because we were cool here. If you ask these and you want me to lay it out for you, all right. Well, with our conversation, and of course, this list can always grow. It can always be tailored, but this is what I'm looking for now. You got that or not, you know, and that can set the rest of our trajectory. That can be the end of it, or that could be the beginning of something new. But hey, you ask the question, I answer it. Men, some of y'all really need to work on that. I don't like being questioned by my woman. I don't like being questioned by. But it shouldn't be that hard to provide an answer. You know, like, and this is like a little bit where we have to learn from the savages out there. Who's this bitch? That's Teresa. That's Tanya. That's Sonia. That's Alexis. Is there anything else you would like to know? You just cheating me on me with them? I mean, well, since you asked the question, I guess so. I guess that's exactly what's going on here. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying to be that cold-blooded about like the cheating and infidelity, because I'm not with that. But it does show us like, wow, wait, hold up. That's a very good example of asking questions, because that's something else. When it comes to cheating and infidelity, if you have to ask, if you have to wonder if the person that you're with, the person that you think that you're going to go the distance with is cheating on you, you've already lost. You've already lost. Either you know the answer already and you just want to hear them say it. Just say it. Tell me the truth. Or they're actually not cheating and you are so insecure that you can't see through their actual genuine actions. You know, it's like, oh my God, oh, well, he's so nice now, but all men cheat at some point. I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for it. Y'all know how y'all do these hands. Y'all know. Hey, yo, bro, she keep on saying that she going studying every night. Like, what you studying for? Like, you can study right here with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, stop acting like men. You have emotions. Men, you want to be around your women. You miss them when they're gone sometimes. Tell them that. You know, tell them that. Don't use it. Don't abuse it. But tell them that. Just like how I said, ladies, sometimes we love just being told how great we are. Even if we like, you know, get turned into little children. Like, oh, tell me something else about myself, girl. Tell me something else. You know what I'm saying? Or everybody, okay, that's sweetie. Is something wrong? Is everything okay? No, I just really wanted to tell you something great. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. But we gonna remember that. Whether we just all right. You know how we get down. We have this man pride stuff. You know, but for me, I don't know. I'm kind of like, glow me up. It's like, because my power is going to you. You were supposed to magnify my power, send it back to me. That's how I feel about these relationships. I take them very seriously, which is why I don't date like us young people are supposed to. Like us, we call dating just who we're screwing right now. That's dating for us young people. You know, oh, we dated. No, you didn't. Y'all smashed a few times. Y'all were never dating. You know, that's another thing that people be doing. This is more so for the ladies. Like, a lot of you ladies be saying like, oh, I dated so-and-so. Y'all will say that specifically so your girl doesn't try to get that guy that you're interested in. That's messed up. Speaking of which, ladies, this is just a personal gripe. And this is for everybody, really, but this is just like, you know, a personal one. A little bit hurt, but y'all joined my venting session. Good job. But it's like, some of y'all really need to stop listening to your single-ass girlfriends. Just like how, fellas, sometimes y'all need to stop listening to the guys that tell you, screw that chick. Come on, let's go to the strip club and go get you some ass, bro. Come on. Like, you need to stop listening to them, too. Why are you listening to single people about being in a healthy relationship when they themselves are not single? You know what I'm saying? That's like taking health advice from the person that has to buckle in their second stomach when they get in the car. They can't even get in the car because they have a second stomach. You shouldn't be eating that. Like that, it makes no sense. Because what y'all don't have to realize, some of your women don't actually know. Like, you know this through life, but some of y'all have not been taught this about your own nature. Women, y'all are competitive to each other. So some of your girlfriends, your girls, your sisters, oh my God, are extremely jealous that you are in a relationship and they are not. So when they see that you are not in one, oh my God, girl, come on, let's just go out and have fun. Come on, girl, let's go out. You don't need him. You don't need him. Oh, look at him trying to get back. You don't need him. And you, like, and especially with me, because I'm speaking from experience where I felt it, where I'm having a great conversation and it feels like we're building and we're healing back. But then it's just cold out of nowhere. I'm like, your girls got to you. So your girls made you miss out on this final product that's always consistently growing and expanding. All right, say less. Fellas, same thing. You know, y'all be so quick to be like, oh, fuck that bitch. Oh, I'm just gonna call up my other bitch. I'm gonna call up my side chick. Yeah. And you're trying to placate your emotional hurt right now with sex. What you're doing, especially anybody that's in that situation, the side piece, or like, you know, whoever's in that situation. That's why it's very important to know who you're messing with. Know the mental state, the emotional state of who you're messing with. Even if it's just a physical thing, even if it's just a release or whatever. It's like you're passing on that negative energy to, and you're being receiving of that person's energy. If you were having a good day and someone just called you up for an appointment, it's like, okay, cool. And you just like, okay, let's knock it out by bing, by boom, without asking these questions. Yo, how you doing? Where you at with it? You know, because That's an energy that you will be taking on. That's why people need to slow their roll and really sit with their emotions instead of using these physical means to band-aid their emotions. Just literally bury it, but that thing's just festering under, and then those roots rise back up. And those are those types of things that make you think that a relationship can be salvaged, or something like that too. That's another way that those roots can show themselves. Oh man, well, she came back in my life, so, or he came back in my life, so maybe I should try it again. And no, that's just because you never dealt with your emotions properly. So now you have to relive it over and over just to go through it again. Some of y'all, it's like, that's why, when people say, don't get back with your exes, don't get back with your ex, it's like, there's good reason for that. Sometimes. Some people have not grown, and they just miss having that consistent source of sex or whatever. So they just want you back specifically for that, so they can treat you the same. They haven't grown or anything like that. And then there's some people, and then of course, I hate how scumbags have ruined this, but I've changed, I've grown. Ladies, gentlemen, people actually grow. People actually go out there and learn about themselves and grow as a person and grow in maturity. And in those times apart, though, this is something that I'm experiencing. You literally outgrow who you think you want to go back to. You see certain things and you're just like, is that new, or did I just not notice that before? Did I have the love goggles on, or did I just not notice that before? There's things about both of my partners, and I'm not trying to bag on, but there's things I observe now that I'm just not with. But the thing is, I've gone and learned so much. It's like I try to find the balance in trying my best not to control, not to mold them in that way. Of course, I'm supposed to lead and lead by leadership. You're going to take on certain traits from me just by me being me. Sure. But I try my best to make sure that you still have your own journey, and you're not just, just copying everything I do. I want you to go have your own journey corresponding with mine, with ours. But I want you to go learn your own lessons. Go do things by yourself. Go do blah, 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 blah. Because you have your own lessons to learn too. I don't want you to just be my backpacker that's just like, let's go that way. That'd be nice. That's cute. But what can you provide me that we haven't seen together? Bring your own aspect. I bring the table. No. What lessons can you bring us? Hey, when I was at the salon, the girls were talking about blah, 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 blah. And I really thought about this. Oh, wow. What you got to talk about? Whoa, that's crazy. And not damn, that's crazy. But it's wow, that's really cool. Wow. Actually, that really makes me think about, you see what I'm saying? When I say, what do you bring to the table? I'm talking about that. Do you stimulate my mind? My body can be stimulated by a picture. That's what pornography has taught all of us. It can be stimulated by a picture, by a video, which y'all should all stop watching, by the way. We watch porn together. What? Why? That's weird. Go do your own thing. Anyway, it's like, that's just, I don't know, that kind of threw me off because I was about to go through a whole different train of thought. But anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and end it off there. I was doing pretty good. I was in a nice little flow. But this might put me back on track. But just a reminder to everybody is to find the value in yourself before you enter a new relationship. Because you might just find out that you just don't want to actually be in one. You love yourself so much, you don't want to necessarily be in a relationship. You don't feel like doing all this type of stuff right now. So, y'all, I'm feeling me. That's why I say, especially for men. Women talk about where all the real men at. Some of the real men are actually out there pursuing their purpose, and they're not looking for you. That's actually a quick thing I want to talk about. When I say I chase nothing in this world, I mean it. I just do what I want to do, and people see me growing. People see what I'm on, and they connect with it. They resonate with it, So I don't have to go out and get a deal. I don't have to go out and get a business deal. I don't have to go out and chase women no more, because I'm so occupied with building this dream life that I have in my head that I don't care about this. You should be so fixated on your purpose until you see someone that diverts your attention, not takes you off your path, but as you're driving on the highway, someone that, nice. I like what you're doing, other than having a fat butt and thick lips, other than having a thick wallet and the gray sweatpants. All right, it's like there needs to be more than that. What else? Okay, sure, yes, looks get you through the door. That's another reason why people see dating apps are so stupid. It makes you so superficial. Yeah, if that's the only dating you've ever done in your life, then yeah, maybe. But we all swipe left and right in our heads all the time. If someone was attracted to you or attractive to you, you swiped right on them in your mind. It's very simple. That means, I found them attractive. Let me go look into more of it, you know? But where was I going with that? Lost it. Okay, well, we're gonna end that there. So hopefully I didn't leave you on a cliffhanger. I was just letting my brain go. But we've been talking for 35 minutes. Cool. Hopefully y'all pick and choose some things from this. Hopefully y'all resonated with something. Hopefully I gave y'all something that y'all can use in y'all's lives. To the next one.